What's up, guys? Shadowsith here. I'm making the school stories video again since someone commented on it saying they couldn't hear me because all the people yapping in the background, so it's going to be private. It'll still be some gameplay. I may say it differently because I don't fully remember the way I said it. So let's start. Let's start with Miss Henderson. I'm going to call her Miss Henderson since I'm still in her class, and plus I don't want to tell people what their last names is. I'm gonna respect them, even though I don't really like these teachers. Let's start first with Henderson, Miss Henderson, which I'm actually still in her class, so she probably knows I'm talking about her if she ever sees this video. Hi, but she probably won't. Anyway, let me stop yapping. It's the story, y'all. So it was the first day of school in Miss Henderson's class. We were all chilling, and at our school, on the first day of school, they didn't have our tags because, I'm in car rider, and they call your number. That means your parents are here, or your guardians are here, and then you go out, and then there's your parents' car, and then you leave. They didn't have the tag set up yet, so they gave us these little wristbands, like the stuff that they give you at amusement parks to make sure you're supposed to be in the music park. Well, supposed to put it on the ring of your little backpack where the hook thingy is. But for some reason, Miss Henderson didn't notice. She put it on my wrist. My right wrist. She didn't notice this, but there was two teachers. There was Miss Henderson and then Miss Duckley. Let's just call her Miss Duckley. Now, she was helping her and stuff, and Miss Duckley's a pretty strict teacher. I don't really like her personally. But Miss Duckley, or Miss Henderson, I don't know who it was, but someone noticed that I didn't have it on my backpack, and they saw it was on my wrist. Miss Duckley and Miss Henderson started screaming at me, "Why would you take it off your wrist? You know that's the only way you can get home." I tried to tell them that Miss Howard accidentally put it on my wrist without noticing. No, I don't want to hear the excuses. Logan, I already told y'all my name. I don't want to hear the excuses. I'm like, no, I'm being serious. Are you back-talking me? And they made me have an entire breakdown and embarrass me in front of the entire class. It was bad. And now I'm kind of chill with the teacher. I mean, she's alright. Okay, now let's go to Miss W. Her name starts with a W. I'm just going to call her Miss Wheel. Miss Wheel was my third grade teacher. Now, this incident with me and her happened on the third, or it wasn't even with me and her, or it was with me and her. The second day of school, she was still mad at me because I wasn't on time. I was 10 minutes late on the first day of school. So what happened was she was still mad, and she went up and started teaching us. Thing is, she never did this for the rest of the year. She only gave us iPads, but she was teaching us. Catch my breath. She was teaching us and stuff, and then I asked her a question, simple question, and she said, "Oh no, I don't answer to stupid questions." Excuse me, lady? You're the one in this job. If you don't want to answer to stupid questions and answer to little baby third graders that don't know how to wipe their own butt, then don't be a freaking teacher. It makes me mad still. What do you mean you don't answer dumb questions? I didn't even do anything. I just asked a regular question, and she crashed out. Or she gave a passive-aggressive response to me for no absolute reason. Now, this video is probably going to be really short because I'm telling these stories fast. Now, let's go into second grade. I don't know what day of school it was. It was in the middle of the year. Pretty sure second semester. And let's call her Miss Michael. I don't know. Miss Michael. Me and her, it was a love-hate relationship. She would be chill. I would be chill. Then she wouldn't be chill. It was crazy. But one time, I said a bad word in second grade. I shouldn't have said the bad word, right? And she pulled me aside. She found out I said a bad word at recess. It was the A word. If y'all don't know what that is, then you shouldn't be watching this video, but it's fine. It was the A word. Now, she pulled me aside and I'm like, "Logan, you cannot say the A word." I'm like, "I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it. And she was just cutting me off a bunch. And she was like, whoever heard that, you need to apologize and apologize to their parents. I'm like, what? Their parents too? Yeah, because they're probably going to be saying that around too. I'm like, I'm sorry for saying it, just slipped out. And then she just started going off at me. Like, you need to have more respect for teachers. You think you're all cool and stuff because you say bad words. And you think you're all funny, but you're not. You're not the class clown. You need to stop being disrespectful. I'm like, ma'am, I'm being as respectful as I can. And I was still in second grade. I don't know how I didn't cry from this. And she was like screaming at me. But I was still in second grade, so yeah. And she had the door open so the entire class could hear. And she was like screaming, so other kids were coming out of other classrooms to see what the heck was going on and what was all the commotion. Nope, just another second grade teacher screaming at a kid. Like, okay. I think that was all the stories. Nope, the first grade teacher. Okay. My first grade teacher, let's just call her Miss Brown. No. Call her Miss B. Just call her Miss B. Now, Miss B, she's kind of like my third grade teacher. She was really old. Wasn't really old, but she was pretty grouchy sometimes, for no absolute reason. But Miss B, one day, it was at the end of the day, and us little first graders were excited because she's like, oh, you guys can go erase the board. So all of us rushed up to erase the board. Now, imagine you're up at the board first, and then 20 little kids, or like, imagine you're in first grade, and then 20 other kids bump into you, clashing you into the board, into your chest, so you can't breathe. My natural instinct was to use my shoulders to freaking get them off of me. And then she crashed out. She's like, you cannot do that. They did nothing. I'm like, dude, I couldn't breathe. Yes, you can. You're just overreacting. This is unacceptable. You need to have more respect, blah, blah, blah. She was just crashing out. I even know, I shouldn't have pushed her. I should have just said, Miss Brown, or Miss B, help me, or something like that. But I couldn't breathe. It was like a life-threatening situation, I guess. Not really. But yeah. So I had to do a recess for 3 weeks, she said, but my parents talked to her. It was only 2 days. Oh, let's do the nurse story. Let's call her Miss Ham. So Miss Ham, in third grade. No, it wasn't in third grade. It was in fourth, actually. So I was in fourth grade and fifth grade. I still play some soccer. I played soccer a lot. So we were playing soccer outside at recess. I was chilling, just cooking, and then out of nowhere, bam! Get hit with the ball. Next thing I know, I'm waking up with 10 kids around me. I got knocked out for 5 minutes, bro. I'm surprised my teachers didn't call the ambulance. But I was knocked out for 5 minutes. And, hold on, I lost my track of thought. Yeah, I was knocked out for 5 minutes. And the teacher was like, do you want to go to the nurse and get an ice pack? I'm like, okay, I'll go to the nurse. Went to the nurse. I told her that I have a really bad headache. And I told her, hey, I think I just blacked out. Because I got hit by the ball. And then I don't remember anything. And then I wake up, and then there's 10 kids around me. And she's like, well, I don't understand what you're trying to say. I'm saying I need an ice pack. She was just questioning me a bunch. And she was like, I don't understand. I'm like, I think I might have a concussion. She's like, you don't even know what a concussion is. This was in fourth grade, by the way. We learned that in third. I'm like, yes, I do, but okay. And she was just being really aggravated. She didn't even give me an ice pack, even though I asked her multiple times. She's like, sweetie, I think you're just trying to get out of school. I'm like, you can ask the kids around me. I was out for 5 minutes. She's like, I don't believe you. So while walking out, I said, I don't even know why I came here. Which I shouldn't have said. It was a very bad thing. But imagine you just got knocked out. Your head is beating. You just want an ice pack. Or a freaking ambulance, probably thinking you have a concussion, and a grouchy old lady's like, no, you're fine. You're trying to get out of school. And I wasn't. I was concussed. Like, bro, I felt like crap. And I said, I don't even know why I was supposed to be. I don't even know why I came up here if you're not going to help me. She's like, what did you just say? And she started screaming at me. Well, I could hear in one ear because my left ear was ringing because the ball hit me like 5 minutes ago, a couple minutes ago. It was still ringing for some reason. And then there's 2 teachers there, by the way. There's the other nurse from the middle school screaming at me too. I'm like, okay. And then I left. And then after a couple, during math time, I got called to the office. The principal, the nurse was pretty pissed at me. Now, he was like, you can't do that. I'm like, ma'am, I got knocked out. No, and even the principal didn't freaking believe me. But I'm positive, bro. They told me I was out for a couple minutes. Even the teacher said it. It was crazy. And then she's like, I need you to have more respect. And she told the nurse, Miss Ham, she's like, you need to ask more questions and stuff. The nurse got in trouble. I got in trouble. It was crazy. I don't know if I have any more school stories, but I will be making more videos like this with gameplay. So yeah, 1 second. Let me do the outro. Come down here. So the person that wanted this video, I can't remember his name, but I just did it. There you go. Sorry if I speak fast. Just really tired from all this editing. But I'm Shadow Sith signing out. I hope you have an awesome day. If you like this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Shadow Sith signing out.